Hello friends, this is going to be a slightly different video to what I normally do, just because I haven't got any growing diaries ready for an update at the moment. So what I'm going to show you is how often you should do a tour of your garden or your plot or allotment and what kind of things to look out for. So there's a few things you're going to need. If you don't have one, get one. A moisture tester, very important, and also grab, just pause for a second, also grab your secateurs, cutters, scissors, whatever you like to use. As often as you can, do a tour or a lap around your plot. I use the word plot from now on. Oh, Luna's coming. She's been bringing animals in the past few days. Hopefully she hasn't got anything. So I'm going to do a loop around the garden and show you what kind of things that you can do there and then, and what things you should try and log away for another day. Okay, it's a hot one today. Things might be a bit wilty. So I've got my bed of carrots here. Carrots and my dwarf beans. Now the kind of things you're looking out for are, do I have any weeds? A little bit of a rummage around. There's one in there. And with weeding, just pull it out when you're there. Don't wait until later, don't log it away, just do it there and then. Another thing to look out for is if there any fruit that needs to be harvested. Not yet. And also grab your little soil tester and check your moisture levels. We're almost in the dry. I'm going to be watering this tomorrow, so that's probably okay. So those are the three things you want to be looking out for: harvesting, weeding, and checking the moisture levels. You can also check for deadheading if you've got flowers. So look out for those kind of things. So I'm just going to move around the garden. So I've got my spinach and I've got my lettuce growing here. So it looks fine. I'm going to check the, oh God, I'm sweating. It's really hot. That's fine. That's moist enough. Okay, cool. Moving around. And just do this every few days if you can. I've got my tomatoes here. And if you're like me, I've got terrible memory. So if you can't log it away in the back of your mind, make a list. Use your phone, make a little to-do list of things that you need to do later. So I've got the bed here. Courgette plant. We've got our celery, which is very wilted. So that would need a dry. That would need a water right away. Tomatoes at the back there, nothing going on there. So down here, I have my chili plant, and you can see because I'm using a straw and hay mulch, just a little bit of grass poking up, so de-weed that as you go. I'm also going to check the moisture because it's in a pot, they dry out a lot quicker. That's fine. That's fine. That's not a problem. Moving around. The squash here, for example, is incredibly dry. You can see it's wilting away in the sun. Come the evening, it can take a bit more time to draw the water up, and it's healthier. But when it's so hot, it just can't keep up. Okay, apple tree, nothing here needed at the moment. The apples are ready to eat. Got the courgette down here that needs to be cut off. So this is the kind of thing you're looking out for. Look out for things to harvest there and then. Look out for things to weed. Anything that needs watering later on. I'm going to check this bed here. Here we go. So this is my leek and potato bed. At the moment it's got the leeks in it. This is on the dry side. 2 out of 10 moisture, so that needs a water. Got some more pots down here. Again, check the moisture level of those because they dry out a lot quicker. Hello, Luna. It's too hot, isn't it, darling? It's too hot. Okay, so I've got some flowers. We're coming around now to the more shaded part of the garden. You can't see that at all. So I've got a hydrangea down here. Doesn't need deadheading yet, but we're going to want to keep an eye on that. Moving around, got my lavender, and then I've got my, oh, did you catch it? She's chasing something. When she sees something, she goes, meow, 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 meow. So she's doing that. So nothing to do with the hostas at the moment, apart from trying to keep the slugs off. And I've got my Virginia creeper here. This hydrangea does need a bit of deadheading. We can see this one here, for example. You may as well, that's why you carry these around with you, you may as well do it there and then. I'm just going to chop that off and check if there are any others which are, there's a few flowers left on some of those, so I'll leave it just for a bit. Moving around the garden, we have our honeysuckle in its pot. This one dries out often, so let's just pop that in. No, that's okay actually, that's fine about in the middle. You'll also notice that you'll have different microclimates around your garden or plot. Some areas dry out a lot quicker than others. These pots dry out very quickly. But that one's in the shade, so not so bad. Pumpkin plant here, I can see that the fruit is starting to ripen. With pumpkins, just turn it every few days just so it doesn't get squashed on one side. Keep on moving around. Again, I've got some mulched areas down here. Make sure there's no grass or weeds poking through. Parsnips are looking okay. Got some marigolds down here. Deadhead those if you need to. I've got a few pots here which are looking a little bit dry too. So, a different video. Let me know if you like this style or not. So that was something of a garden tour and what to look out for while you're moving around the garden. Try and make a list of those things and then you can get to them when you get to them. Anything you can do there and then you may as well do and save yourself a little bit of time. Cool, thank you. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if you did. And also give some advice for others who are maybe just starting off in gardening. Thank you very much.